come looking for you a hey.
What you know about this?
I stay no good to me.
We the best.
You can taste the excitement here at the sold-out arena in Portland. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Here in Portland, we have an interconference matchup with the Blazers looking to create some cheers for this home crowd. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Miami, Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade, and it's Whiteside in at the 5, down low. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off of teams, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
On defense, the Heat. Lillard against Dragic. Fires for 3. Lillard misses. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Whiteside.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Lillard attacking. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
No one covering.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Lillard against Dragic. Bosh kicks to Deng. Bosh sets the pick for Deng. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Aminu. Here's Lillard. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
For Portland, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, I tell you what, Portland was fantastic from the line last season. How about this? Shot over 80% from the line as a team. That led the entire league in free throw shooting. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Plenty of space. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you props.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And a look here at the Heat, how they ranked in the NBA last season. 11th in field goal percentage, 13th in steals. And they were only in the league's top 20 in points off turnovers. So not really a strong suit for them. Didn't turn turnovers into points as well as they might have.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Davis sets a screen. Henderson passes to Plumlee. The shot is off. And the Heat going the other way now. And for Portland last season, that was the 2nd consecutive year that the team was the best in the league from the free throw line. Great. They shot even better than the previous year.
Yeah, unbelievable. They really do punish you with every trip to the line. 80% from the stripe is good for any player, but how about for a team? Impressive.
And the first one at the line is good. Seems every season, Clark, you hear the same thing. Portland Trailblazers had to deal with some tough injuries.
Kevin, it appears as though it might actually be a curse. I don't like to use that word, but the history of this team and injuries is as unique as any in the league. Last year, no different.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Chris Kaman is checked in for Plumlee. Myers Leonard comes in for Ed Davis. And McCollum subbed in for Gerald Henderson. Here's Chalmers. Myers Leonard picking up that last basket. Bosch dishes to Chalmers. Back to Bosch. Heat moving the ball around. Green uses both hands to slam it down.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
And with the Blazers and injuries, even when they fought through pain, guys weren't at 100%. Aldridge wasn't quite the same with his hand injury.
Here is Chalmers. Al-Farouq Amino picking up that last basket. And stolen by Lillard. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that. And losing Matthews for the season was huge too, guys. I mean, every team goes through injury woes and bumps during the course of the season, but the Blazers just seem to be, at least in the last half dozen years or so, hit very hard every year.
Stolen by Bosch. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. Leonard with a screen on Chalmers. Top of the key, Kaman. Trailblazers keep it alive. Three-pointer, Lillard. And that is good. Lillard's got 11 points.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 9. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade and are looking amped up and ready to get going once again. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Stoudemire out there with Whiteside. And it's Dang in at the 3 spot. McCollum kicks to Henderson. Good. Henderson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Stoudemire. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. This is his first free throw of the game. No good on that one. The Miami Heat came up short last season in hopes of getting back to the playoffs. Clark, their road record didn't help them much.
Yeah, 17-24. I don't think you can be that far under 500 on the road and hope to play in the postseason.
Now here's McCollum. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the left wing. 5 to shoot. Henderson passes to Vonleh. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Dang dishes to Wade. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Rebounded by McCollum.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Now here's Henderson. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from the wing. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Heat trail by 8.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Shot clock at 6. And it's Wade penetrating. Out to Stoudemire. There's Dragic with the 3. Good on the shot. Dragic has got his second bucket of the night.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
As you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole the game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
Leonard, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And then for Miami, Chris Bosh is checked in for Stoudemire. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Chalmers in for Dwayne Wade. Now here's Lillard. He's got 11. Here's Henderson trying to get back on track.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul. And Portland making a change here. Kamen's checked in. And Miami with a change here, too. Green, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. Here's Henderson. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
A chance here, Kevin, to check out how the Trailblazers ranked in the NBA last season. First in free throw percentage. Second in rebounding. And they were top 10 in three-point shooting. That's a huge part of their offensive attack.
And don't forget how special they were at the foul line. Sometimes that can be an underrated stat, but they were tremendous, and it definitely sealed some wins down the stretch.
Well, it was Miami winning their last game against Washington. Here's Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
The drive by Green. Great D that time from Leonard. Came in a screen. Lillard against Chalmers. Lillard outside. There's the dish to Kaman. Jacks up a 3. Again the miss by Lillard. Green gets to Chalmers. The 3 ball. And it's good. Chalmers has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Portland out in front, leading by 3. Extra time just about to get started here with the jump ball coming up. so the tip-off, it's Miami. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for Portland, Damian Lillard out there with Henderson. Then there's Vonleh. Then there's Myers Leonard. And it's Aminu in at the 3 slot. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play going to the line for one.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
The Heat with the lead. Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And that one's good by Henderson.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
Wade against Henderson. Wade kicks to Bosh. And the rejection by Leonard. Down low. Here's Henderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game lost to the Lakers in Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. Back to Lillard. They set the pick. Pass to Henderson. For 3. And another 3 for Portland.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Davis is checked in for Vonleh. Then for the Heat, Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. Dang comes in for Green, and it's Dragic in for Mario Chalmers.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Leonard with the screen on Wade. Connects.
I love that plan. Set up the opportunity for the mismatch.
Yeah, knowing they have to get a bucket here and exploiting the height advantage where they can find it, that's a no-brainer to me.
And the rejection by Leonard. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Davis setting the pick for Henderson. Left side, Leonard. Chris Bosh with the rebound.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. All free throws good from Luol Deng.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. 1 possession game now.
Lillard against Dragic.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. Timeout called, the Heat. They trailed by 3. 8 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Bosh kicks to Dragic. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the chart.
Lillard can't get it to fall. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, Clark, but things finally came together for him in overtime.
Looked to me like the amber light on the gas tank didn't quite come on. They still had enough fuel to get across the finish line comfortably.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time